What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy. Welcome back to Knights of Pen and Paper. Been a little bit, not super long, but a little while since I've played this. I know we're pretty much just going to be grinding out some side quests in this video. Let's see. This monster gathering thing surely bodes well for the other village economy. It's just that we don't have the kind of goods they keep asking for. If you can bring me items that are in demand, I'll pay you. As my voice transitionally shifts into character. Anyway, just give us a shopping list and we'll get the stuff. First, I will need 10 balls of Snot. Some humanoid monsters should have plenty of that stuff. Alright, to the Tear Cliff. Don't know why I gotta go to the Tear Cliff to get that, but whatever. Okay. 10 Snot on monster drops. Okay. So would it be more so the skeletons or the transparent folk that would give me that? It says humanoid. That's not even all that much. I might try the transparent folk. Maybe that'll be slightly more chill, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, defensive strike on that one. Volley. So yeah, well, since the last episode, I went on my trip to Pennsylvania to visit my family. Definitely had a relaxing time while I was there. Do I want it? Yeah, mostly just took it easy, spent time with family, and for the hours that the rest of my family was not at the house, I, got a little extra time and work done on my next online certification thingamajig that I've been working on. Because, with the way that I traveled there and the duration of my stay, I didn't bother taking my Xbox or any of that kind of stuff with me. It was literally just laptop, clothes for the trip, and maybe some headphones and stuff. So yeah, as I said, my spare time while I was there was pretty much just working on the online certification stuff. But I mean, the main reason I was there was just to spend time with my family. So the fact that I, did that is perfectly fine. I knew it wasn't going to be a long stay, and that was the main point of it, and I accomplished that. Therefore, successful trip, I suppose. But yeah, in other news, I don't know if, well, given the likely most recent video you would have seen before this one, suppose I could talk a little bit more about a certain other thing I have sort of in the pipeline, so to speak. So yeah, job possibilities. Yeah, there's multiple things going on there, which, as I mentioned in the last video, is a nice thing to have. Just, different possibilities and contingency plans and different things like that. I'm still not 100% sure how I feel on it all. But, anyway, let's continue with this for a second. You have returned. Did you find the icky seasoning I asked for? Yes, here it is. We'll probably take a separate bag for the rest of the ingredients. Ingredients. So does that mean there's going to be a bunch of these whole collecting mission things? Deliver, collect, Cobweb, shadow. I'm just trying to go in order by level. And yeah. Anyway, monsters keep requesting weird meals that I have no ingredients for. I would need cobweb shadows to make proper other mountain oysters. I guess you know where to get those? I can smell spiders already. The Black Forest. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the whole youth ministry job. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm like the opportunity is certainly not one I'm inclined to turn down. It just feels odd that this is hitting me out of nowhere when it seemed like stuff in my life was headed in a very different direction. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's, again, not a bad thing, just seems odd. The timing of it. But anyway, so yeah, that's plan A, I suppose. If I get that job, then that's probably what I'll go with, which means I'll be moving again. Yay. And this time further, double yay. So, yeah. So there's that possibility, but then if that doesn't happen, there's the whole hopefully eventual job transfer with the Walmart job I currently have, because we are actually starting to get a few new people trickling in, finally. Last I heard, they had gotten approval to hire like 10 more people in our department than they were already planning on hiring before. So I assume they'll be looking for a little while. But it's probably going to take at least the majority of those spots being filled before I would get my transfer. Because, you know, that's kind of when my manager, even though Walmart doesn't seem to like using that word, whatever, I'll just simplify it and use that. It seems to be, you know, what my manager is aiming for is, you know, having our roster, for lack of a better way to put it, back up to where it was kind of more recently, or, you know, back up to a good spot to where it's like, okay, now if I let this person go, I won't feel so bad about it, because, you know, there are people who are there and there won't be as much slack being left behind per person or whatever. Like, does that make any sense? I don't know. Get that to 8, I guess. But yeah, so I really have no idea how long that's gonna take, if that's what ends up happening. Anyway, More stuff there. Lots of leveling up. Let's see here, 10. Get the passives up first. 11, 10. Right. I was gonna get all these passives up to 12 before then getting that up to 7, and then, yeah. Anyway. 11, 10, 9, 8 for restoration. Okay. Another collecting side quest. Now we've got Ectoplasm, and okay. Is it just me, or does it seem like they keep adding more? Oh, it's the doctor this time. My sensors indicate that ectoplasm is the key to bust everything. Help me to collect 6 ectoplasms from the haunted souls. Travel to the corn maze to continue the quest. Okay. So, yeah, collect 6 ectoplasm, whatever. That'll just be a matter of getting into battles, and then fighting the, like, floating skull thingies. So... yeah, other than those job possibilities, I don't know if I'd say there's a ton going on at the moment. In case you're wondering where I stand on the youth ministry job, or where that process is, basically, I've talked. Okay, well, first, you know, they contacted me. Wow, I already got 6, dang. They contacted me, asked if I wanted to talk about it. I said, sure. You know, we had a phone call thing. Myself and the lead youth ministry person there. I guess you'd just call him the youth pastor. Or at least youth director. Different churches will, you know, change their title on that depending on ordination status. Yeah, so phone call with the lead guy, then did a Zoom with him and the girls associate. Okay, so how was I doing this? I think I was going this greater than these two, and then these two being greater than that. Pretty sure that's how I was doing it. Anyway, life drain. So, at this point, they've said sometime in the near-ish future that they want to meet in person with me, kind of somewhere in between. So, right now, it's just a matter of getting that figured out. Anyway. I'm getting hungry from all the busting. Please bring me some apples. Could you fetch 6 apples for my fruit salad? I'll be waiting. I'll be sitting here and waiting. Or I'll be waiting here and sitting, I don't know. Back to the corn maze. See, it makes sense that I would get ectoplasm from the enemies here. Apples don't really make as much sense. Unless they're gonna have me fight a different kind of enemy. Anyway. So yeah, that's... as I said, possibilities looking forward for me. Other things going on in my life. Let's see. Told you about the trip. Yeah, otherwise, I've just I mean, okay, I've made a couple of purchases that, I mean, in the grand scheme of things aren't all that significant, but, like, I just got to a point where it was like, okay, I really could do with a few things to, you know, be at least a little bit more comfortable in my current situation. Like, I don't know what it is about this apartment, but I have cobwebs, like, all over the place. Especially outside. I mean, inside might have a little bit here and there, but outside has a lot, and, you know, that wouldn't really look great to anyone else who might want to come to this place, potentially. Although a lot of the people that a number of the people that I know around here, especially those from my previous job, might not be able to, in a sense, because if there's any concern, if the school has any concern about, you know, the Delta variant of COVID and all that kind of stuff, they might be in a semi-lockdown status again. And potentially not allowing staff to go out much of anywhere. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. But in any case, like, so one of the things I got was just like an actual like extendable duster thing. Because I was like, man, I really could do some dusting around here and picking up of cobwebs and whatnot. And I don't necessarily want to, like, use my broom that I have to get all those cobwebs. Because then any of the other dust and dirt and stuff I would sweep up off of the floor would just end up getting stuck to the cobwebs on the broom, and anyway. That's just kind of what I've been thinking on the matter. And, okay, I'm fighting this dude. Didn't think I would really have to go all the way to the boss room, but whatever. Yeah, why not? I was like, should I use hard shot? Yeah. Whatever. Ooh. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna heal him up a little bit. Restoration. Bam. Okay. Sandrose. Defeated the boss. Do you want to leave the dungeon? Yes. Because I've been to all the rooms in the dungeon. Let me see if there's anything I would want to get rid of. Yes. Okay, get rid of that. Do I want plus 13 magic? That's plus 15, and that's the basic thing that I have on, like, all of them. So I probably don't really want this either. And I still need to gather more apples. So, yeah, one of the things I bought was an extendable duster. More so for the webs than for actual dusting, but, you know, I'm sure the dusting of various surfaces could also be made easier with this. Also, I was realizing, in part because of work stuff, that a lot of my jean shorts were kind of torn up a bit. So I was like, yeah, let's get a new pair of jean shorts. Because for most situations, I just prefer jean shorts to other kinds of shorts. I guess jean shorts seem to be the most versatile to me. I guess that's the best way to put it for like casual situations anyway. Anyway, thank you, youngsters. Would you like to have some? Anyway, okay, so we got the dude his fruit salad. I still have 3 more green apples, which I suppose I could throw them away, or I could use them up whenever the situation seems to call for it. I have any more... Oh, that's suddenly level 25. That's weird. Wonder why that jumped up. Probably because it's the last one and there's going to be something else connected with it. Alright, think I'm going to do one more side quest at least to get this, you know, more along the lines of my typical episode length. And, you know, I don't want to spend too long dwelling on these. Heroes, can you please escort us back to the Tear? We would like to return to Paper World. Yeah, sure. Go get your stuff. We're leaving in 5 minutes. That looks like the one female person from, you know, the default village. Which is why I tried to do a slightly higher pitched, more feminine-ish voice. But whatever. Anyway. That didn't do as much damage as I hoped for. Oh well. Smite. Blam. Okay. Jeez. So, whatever happens with mummy wrappings, huh? Whatever ends up happening with, you know, the job situation, I think I'll end up, you know, just... Well, either way, whatever ends up happening, whether I end up doing the youth ministry job or just staying here and doing the transfer thingamajig or whatever, I'm still gonna at least finish out the certification thing I'm working on. Because why not? White Wizard. I believe I lost my gold ring in the corn maze. Would you help me find it? I'm not much of a fighter myself, and with all these monsters running around, I could use some backup. Sure, we can help you out, Mr. Wizard. Let's set up the marching order and get on our way. Back to the corn maze. Lots of corn maze stuff. Anyway. Defeat all 3 enemy waves and rescue the gold ring. Okay. Shouldn't be too difficult. Especially not with that kind of damage. Anyway. So yeah. Definitely gonna finish out the data analytics certification I've been working on, because... Like, you know, worst case scenario, it's like, hey, I know a little bit more stuff. But, I mean, even if, you know, certain other things don't work out, then, like, I can have that as something else on my resume that might be relevant to a job I would look into in the future. And that was one of the things... Actually, hold that thought. Oh, this is a bit embarrassing. I forgot I placed the ring into the pocket of my gray robe. Sorry for bothering you. That's okay. At least we didn't have to travel days and days to some dreadful volcano in the middle of a dark kingdom. Lord of the Rings reference there much? I'm just gonna use up one of these items here. Maybe I'll use the bread first. 11 MP, sure. There's absolutely no need for me to take up, like, all the spots in my inventory there. Alright, so what do we got left? We got deliver an eviction notice and collect potato. And then there was another side quest that appeared here at the Tear Cliff. But I think that's just about it. Well, we got possible stuff in Black Forest, Yoga Village. Man, these side quests just keep coming. And the thing is, like, again, given where we are with the story and the level that stuff is, I'm probably going to do another, well, I'm doing at least one more episode of side quest stuff. Might be 2 more before I get going with that, because, again, I think it's nearly 10 more levels that the next actual story quest thing is. Anyway, I had a thought that I wanted to finish before this. Oh, yeah. So, you know what? Actually, that's a thought that could go on for a little while, so I might just finish that up in the next episode. Because, yeah. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be recording the next episode, like, right after this one. So, anyway. I think that's good enough for now. So, yeah. As always, like and share if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and click the bell to get updates when I post new stuff to YouTube. Look down in the description for info on my other social media pages and how to find and follow all those. Of course, leave comments down below all that with any other thoughts that you have. So, yeah. That's it. Hope you're all doing well. Feel free to check out any of the videos that might be appearing in the corners here. Actually, no. Probably up there. I usually put them up at the top for my gaming videos because I've got my webcam feed down. Anyway. Feel free to check out any of the videos that might be appearing in corners of the screen right now-ish. So, yeah. Anyway. Hopefully, I'll see you in one of those videos. If not, maybe the next video that I put out there. Whatever the case is, until next time, stay cool, people.